Drew Estate Undercrown Shade. Hey everybody, I'm Kate and this is Cigar Vlog. Okay, so once again I have a Connecticut Shade cigar, and anybody who knows my channel knows I am not a huge fan of Connecticut Shade cigars. They're designed to be mellow, and mellow is something I'm typically not too crazy about, because mellow usually means bland, i.e. no flavor, which is one of the reasons why I tend to avoid Macanudos. Some Macanudos are better than others, I will admit. That said, that is not this. This is a Drew Estate, and so far I've never had a bad cigar from Drew Estate. I think it's kind of funny, there's always this little logo here, the Brooklyn Bridge. That's kind of the Drew Estate thing. So it doesn't matter if it's an Undercrown, Liga Privada, as long as you see that little Brooklyn Bridge thing there, you know where it came from. Oh lord, this is just squishing the hell out of this, okay. Like smoking toasted marshmallows. Heh, we'll see. Okay. Okay, weird. Right off the bat, I want to say there's a couple things going on. Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh. First thing that hit me was a floral note, a slight sweet. I want to say a touch of like spiced apple spice, kind of cinnamony. Baking. When I can say baking spice, it's kind of a fruity, cinnamony kind of. Very interesting. Wow, that's just kind of. That basically just hit the ground going 90 miles an hour. Creamy, a little bit of marshmallow, a little sweet, touch of floral, a little fruity, I think. Wow, okay, interesting start. Well, I'm going to go ahead and fix the light and get down to the first inch and see if anything kind of stabilizes and figure out what it's trying to do. Okay, hello. Well, solid inch in and a nice little echo, possible wind noise. So for this cigar is doing something that most Connecticut shades that I've had kind of don't do. It has a lot going on, which is a good thing because it means everybody's palate is going to pick up something a little different depending on how your tastes are keyed. I want to say Retro Hill has perhaps a slight sandalwoody leathery note. I want to say it's kind of maybe spicy leathery in the Retro Hill. Otherwise, the overall mouth flavor has been a lot of different things. A little spice, a little sweet, a little creamy, something floral, maybe fruity. Well, I think I better slow it down just a little bit, otherwise I'm going to overpuff this and get a bunch of black. So, like I said, there's uncharacteristically of Connecticut shades, a lot of flavor in this one. And it's going to be interesting picking out what actually ends up coming to the forefront. But I'm going to go ahead and get it down to the halfway point. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, yeah, that's good. I'm planning on yanking the band here, so I need to find an actual visual marker as about where halfway is, just in case the ash decides to not cooperate. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get this down to the halfway point and see if anything starts taking the solo. Okay, we're right about the halfway point, but I just kind of had to point out something that was just it's the cutest thing that just happened. There's this little family, it was like a dad and his two kids, brother and sister. Brother and sister on bicycles. Dad's like running along behind him trying not to hyperventilate. But it's kind of funny, I'm at this kind of dead end here on the bike path that I'm on. And they stop and pretend it's a gas station before clinging their bells and bicycling off down the path there. I just had to share that. It just happened right now, and obviously no, I didn't get it on camera because, well, I'm not going to do that. You never know, some people don't like to be filmed. Or get very, very weird about it. But anyway, go ahead and pop that, and we'll call this the halfway point. So far, flavors have been a little spicy, little sweet. The bicyclist coming by. Yeah, spicy, sweet, creamy, varied, and interesting. Which is something I don't usually get out of Connecticut Shades. So for anybody that doesn't know, Drew Estate started, I want to say about 20-ish years ago. I don't know the exact number, but a couple decades ago. And they kind of ended up shaking the cigar world up by coming up with a new way of flavoring a cigar with an infusion process. They use botanical oils in the curing process, so their acid line has a very sweet, floral, exotic, I want to say magic flavor, if you can actually call that a flavor. But because it's technically considered to be a flavored cigar, I'm trying to find a way to block wind out of the mic. But anyway, since they are technically considered flavored cigars, cigar aficionado won't touch them with a 10-foot pole. That said, Drew Estate acid is not something like a grape white owl. Ugh, that just sounds disgusting. Okay, don't buy those, please. Grape white owls, don't buy those unless you like really hate yourself or like in a fraternity and doing your hazing ritual. Just have somebody smoke through one of those. If they can get through it, more power to them. Pretty sure you're gonna have a pretty empty fraternity. Did I say sorority? Fraternity, sorority? Anyway, if you're in college and doing a frat house, have them smoke a white owl. I guarantee if they can get through that, they can get through anything. Ugh. I ain't touching those fuckers. Ugh. But that is not this. This is something that's a bit more recent. Basically, after getting a little bit of success with the acid line and the natural line, Jonathan Drew started branching out into more traditional lines. Hence we have Undercrown, the Cigar, and these are a little bit more expensive, but so far worth it. Anyway, like I said, sweet, creamy, floral, a little spicy, very interesting. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this band off here and get this down the nub, and then wrap it up from there. There's some guy walking up there, so in a bit. Looks like a pretty good done to me. Okay, so flavor so far has been pretty consistent. Sweet, a little spicy, a little floral, creamy, nice. Like I said at the start of this is actually pretty complex, and there's actually kind of a lot of flavors going on. So I'm pretty sure, depending on how your palate is keyed, you're probably going to get possibly a very different experience from me. But so far, like I said, flavors have been previously stated, and they do that thing where they kind of build in intensity and kind of stand out a little bit more. You definitely notice the sweet kind of creep up on you. It's not over the top in just like sugar sweet. It's a nice mellow sweet, a little spice, creamy. Like I said, that kind of floral. Borderline fruity. Retrohale is basically kind of more of the same. I want to say maybe a little bit more on the spice, like a baking spice in the nose. Otherwise though, for Connecticut, not bad. One of the few Connecticut's I would actually consider buying again. But that said, this is an Undercrown, so they're going to be a little on the expensive side, because that's just kind of what they're supposed to be. So they're supposed to be kind of a premium boutique line. So if you can afford them, by all means check them out. Otherwise, that said, not much else to say. Other than if you like this review, like, subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know if you had a different experience. Beyond that, check out my Twitch channel, Sunday to Friday night, 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. If you can't make it live, it will eventually go up on YouTube, and eventually I'll throw up a link to the VOD channel on the main channel, and start including copyright garbage so everything stops getting copyright claimed. Well, anyway, I have a little bit of work cut out for me. So, that said, that's all I got for this one. I'll see you next time.